Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the connection clearly developing with Cam. You had one with Tyler last year. There does not appear to be any drop off in that regard.
I mean, Cam's a special player. You know, we all have built a really good relationship with Cam since the day he's come in here. You know, and we're still building. We're not perfect yet, or else I would have caught that ball. But again, a lot of room for improvement. But I mean, since the day he's come in here, every single last one of us, receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody who catches the ball has gotten closer and tighter with him.
And you will see a lot of young guys, specifically Nycar, be able to get playing time. Just what's it like for your vantage point seeing that, and just the value that will bring for them as the season goes on?
I was super stoked to see those guys in live action plays. I was actually one of the guys that was jumping down up on the sideline whenever they got the ball. So, I mean, to get our young guys in there that put the hard work in, the same as us, that's always a wonderful feeling as an older guy. And hopefully we could do that a lot more this season.
Next, you passed Andre Johnson and Alan Hearns on like the all-time receiving yards list tonight. Which, with that saying something, Sonny, just what does that mean to you?
No, it means a lot, but honestly, the only thing that matters right now is that we went 1-0 this week. And again, I'm just super excited to take the field with my guys every single week. We put in the hard work Monday through Friday again, and to have an opportunity like this, it's all God.
Max, how hard is it to be critical when you guys look at yourselves? You were by 24 in a big game last week, by 47. There have been teams here in the past that would look at that and say, we're good, we're new back. How hard is it to make corrections when you're coming up with
Sure, I mean, we're not perfect, so it's kind of easy to make corrections, whether it's one play or, 30 plays, however we could better ourselves. And even if we don't have no mistakes, which is nearly impossible, how can we be better, So, again, it's always, we're trying to do the best that we can do, whether it's a minute detail or a big picture,
Hey, I hate to use the word elder statesman, but when you talk about you being one of the more experienced players on the team, how much do you relish the idea of having a leadership role to try to bring these guys along and get them used to Miami Hurricanes football?
For sure. I mean, I think with culture, I want to pave the road for the young guys so that when I leave, there is no drop-off, So it's the same culture, and they're expected to do the same thing that I do, So, again, Ray Ray's doing a great job because that's the guy I'm with every single day. Ray Ray's jumped, tremendously, and whenever he will get his shot, I mean, he's going to take off.
Thank you.
Anything else for X?
Yeah, how nice was it to see, Cam Springer well with his first 6 passes, 6 different receivers. How special is that?
Oh, I mean, that just shows you, again, how dangerous our team is, what our team is capable of. Again, we just need to, get back to the work, and we have a very, very dangerous team in offense.
Max, when you guys started driving for one, is it only natural to think there's an opportunity for the 99-yard drive then?
I mean, Cam, just says there's more yards to be on the stat line, so when we start from the one, there's just more opportunity. So, again, every drive is going to be different. Every drive is going to you're going to have some adversity. It's just how you deal with it.
And speaking of the offense being very dangerous, tonight seemed very balanced. I think Cam had 20 for 26, and Fletcher and Martinez averaged 9 yards a carry. So just wanted to say about the team that you guys are able to kind of pick your poison and assert your will against other teams.
Right, for sure. I mean, it's exciting, to know that we have a dangerous, personnel, whoever's in the game, So, again, a big thing for the receivers is we take pride in blocking, and we want to free those running backs up because at the end of the day, we're running all over. You got to stack the box, and that just creates better matchups in the back end. So, again, we have a really, really dangerous team, especially our defense. Our defense got after them, So, again, we're just excited.
I know the answer to this already, but a couple of top 10 teams lost today. You have a chance to move into the top 10 for the first time since 2020 tomorrow. Will that matter if that happens?
Doesn't matter. I mean, we're just thinking about going 1-0. We got Boston next week, and that's our focus.
Now, talk about your motivation. I mean, you're playing FAMU tonight. A lot of your great plays were when the game was at hand. But you clearly are very passionate and motivated about this season.
For me, it's not really about the opponent, to be honest. I kind of, like I said, I'm self-driven. I just want to be the best version of me and just kind of maximize this year and be the best teammate I can be.
How much do you feel you've been able to show that so far through the first few games? Had pretty good performances individually.
I feel like I've done it a little bit, but I definitely think there's a lot of room to grow for me as a player and as a person, and as a teammate.
To be able to see a lot of the young guys be able to get reps in a live game, how important is that to be able to showcase the depth and be able to get them?
For sure. I mean, it's really imperative when you get those young guys out there. I think the biggest thing is just giving them the confidence just to believe in themselves so that later in the season when we do need them, that they'll be able to have a bigger impact. Damn.
Tyler, how business-like is this group? I mean, it just seems, again, from practices to the league, guys talk to us during the week, to the guys
Sure.
first two games.
No pun intended. I think it starts at the head of the snake. I think Coach Chris Ball does a great job just getting us ready each and every day. I mean, he's been preaching us the same message all year, so we just kind of follow his lead and just keep the mindset that he possesses.
Mario called you, let's say you're built like an avatar. Which is,
I think that's a compliment. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're big and fast. So just, I mean, how have you improved your abilities and your body,
So.
shape?
No, I get what you're saying. For me, I mean, it's just been a thing, kind of taking it day in and day out, just trying to take every opportunity, not waste any time. I mean, I'm a little bit older, so I'm just trying to just fine tune the little things that I can and just improve on the little things that Coach Taylor may tell me, Coach Chris Ball may tell me, Coach G. So just taking everything they say and just putting it to work.
How much have you learned from Jason Taylor since you got to him?
I mean, it's been. I couldn't put words to it. I'm just basically trying to follow his lead, kind of ask him how he would play situations, and just keep taking the knowledge.
And there's been some pretty good D-line here for the last 20 years. 27 of them had 3 sacks in that span. I know it's about the team, about the win. Just how neat is that? You get to have your game.
I mean, for me, it was my first 3-sack game in college, so I mean, it's a big night for me. I'm happy, but I'm really ready to move on and just get ready for our game next week.
Anything else for Tyler?
How much better of a player? I mean, I know it's early in the season.
For sure.
The level of difficulty is not as high as it will probably be down the road. But how much better of a player do you feel you are now, having gone through the summer training, the training camp with these coaches, this team, than you were, say, in past years?
I mean, I think I've definitely grown a lot as a player, but I think just as a person, I think I've taken a step in my maturity, my intentions with everything. So I think it's just kind of been more of an intellectual thing, just kind of growing and trying to keep taking steps.
Jordan, congrats on your first career touchdown. I heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I just had a feel to get into the end zone, get that first touchdown.
Thank you for that birthday. It felt great. Thank God, and my teammates. The O-line kind of carried me in there. So we've been practicing it all week. We've been busting our behinds all week. So all my thanks go to God and my teammates. The O-line.
And Coach Dawson said, I think on Monday, that one of the reasons you've been getting snaps pretty early, that you picked up the pass protection stuff very quickly. How are you able to kind of get all that stuff down pat? You were not like a spring arrival. You didn't get to practice till fall. How did you pick that up quickly?
I've been practicing that pass protection since high school. It was a big thing in high school, and it kind of transitioned into college with Coach Merritt and Coach Duff. They've been helping me out with the pass protections. And I do some extra work after practice. To ensure that I'm able to block those people.
Hey, Jordan, as a kid, were there any particular running backs that you looked up to that you liked to, saw their style that at some point or another you could probably take on as your own a little bit? Because I know as kids we all have guys that we try to pattern ourselves around a little bit.
I want to have my own style, but guys I did look up to were like, Le'Veon Bell, Saquon Barkley, Reggie Bush. So, I like watching those guys. The highlights were, incredible. So, hopefully I can get a highlight like that too.
Justin, you're getting to obviously play early in your career here, as you probably expect to do. Talk about your development to this point, where you feel you are, and what it's meant to you to get out there early.
Yeah, just having Coach JT, Hall of Famer, one of the main reasons why I chose the program. He just coached me on all the little small things, but also having a lot of vets, Simeon Barrow, transfer from Michigan State, Keene, just having them guys in front of me, just learning, watching the film and seeing what they're doing and just applying it to my game.
This is for either you guys or both of you guys. How much do you think getting this early playing time can help you guys, as you continue to develop throughout the year, going into the rest of your career?
I feel like it's good that we just getting in there and just learning from guys in front of us and just getting the playbook and just doing the right stuff early. So, yeah, I feel like for both of us, we just kind of keeping our head down and just kind of just trying to get our game better.
You mentioned playing for Coach Taylor. He doesn't have to be doing this. He's in camp and he's made his money. He could be doing whatever he wants right now. The fact that he's still out there working as hard as anyone, what's that message? What message does that send to the room?
Yeah, that shows that he wants to be there. You know that Miami, you know where he wants to be. Yeah, he went to the league. You know, naming Hard Rock. You know, he made all that money. So that's just showing his passion to just want to coach and just kind of just spread his knowledge to the rest.
Jordan, can you just talk about your room, the running back room, and just the amount of talent and the competition? I'm sure you guys have fun with it and want to take every rep seriously.
The whole running back room is incredibly talented. You can start off by the young guys like Wheatley. Wheatley's a great running back. You got Damian Martinez, you got Mark Fletcher, you got Chris Johnson, you got AJ Allen. These are and you even got walk-on guys like T-Wall. So everybody's talented. Everybody's great. Everybody's really smart at the game. So everybody's like helping each other out. We're picking little things from everybody's game and we're including it in our own game.
Justin, if you could just take us through your first career sack and just the elation of getting it.
Yeah, I kind of just went out and played my game, and it came to me. That was one thing Coach JT had told me, just play my game. Even last week at Florida, when I got in there for a few plays, just play my game, and my game gonna come to me. So I just trusted what he said, and he came to me.
And just a couple more for both of you. What was it like? You make your college debuts at the Swamp, which is obviously a big environment, big game, and a rivalry game. Now come here, first game at Hard Rock, and Jordan, you're not from far away and stuff. So what's the last 2 weeks been like for you guys?
The last 2 weeks, it's been rough with us working hard and stuff like that. We work hard every single day. So I feel like these past 2 weeks we picked up the intensity. We knew what we had to do in order to make it far this season. So leaders like Cam and Xavier Restrepo, guys on the defense side like Ruben Bain and Wes. They made that easy for us younger guys. Pick up and just keep moving in their steps.
Jordan, first of all, happy birthday. Just talk about how special Cam Ward is. I mean, you guys can see him in practice every day, but now we got to see him 2 games. Bird's eye view. Just talk about him in practice and how what he's doing now on the field is nothing new for you guys. You guys can see him all the time.
Cam Ward, he's incredibly talented. It's probably one of the first quarterbacks I ran into that's this talented. It's hard to see guys like that. In practice every day, he's a hard worker, a trash talker, So I like him because he can trash talk. He works hard and he's just great with everybody. He's great with his environment. He doesn't treat anyone lower than what they are. Everybody's equal to him.
Jordan, on the light side of things, I'm assuming was your family here tonight?
Yeah.
And do you guys have any plans for to celebrate your birthday, tonight or tomorrow?
Not sure yet. But I feel like we kind of celebrated with a nice little touchdown, and them being here just in general. So just the fans, my family, everybody wishing me a happy birthday. It's the biggest blessing.
Turn 19.